Hi, in this video we're going to be looking at this, the 100mm macro L lens from Canon. Hi, I'm Adam and welcome to First Man Photography. And before we get into the video, if you haven't done so already, head over to firstmanphotography.com, fill in your details to sign up to the email list, and I'll send you a free copy of the ebook on how to capture perfect exposure every time. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so if you're looking at this, you're probably interested in a macro lens. And what this lets you do is get in nice and close, magnify those small items, and allows you to fill the frame with them, which really brings a new realm of possibilities into your photography. And it's likely that when you first pick up this lens, you're going to take lots of photos of stuff close in and simply annoy your friends. So be careful about that. However, once you get beyond that, you can really start to capture some beautiful images, and you can get all the normal macro things like flowers and bugs. But the thing I mainly use my macro lens for is my water drops. And if you haven't seen them, follow me on Instagram, where every week it is Water Drop Wednesday. And I've also got a couple of tutorials up that will help you capture some of these beautiful water drop images for yourself. So check them out. I'll put them in the description below. I think you're going to like them. Okay, so the first impressions when you pick this lens up is it's actually quite light. And that's not to say it isn't high quality, because it is, and it is made of plastic, or the casing is. There are metal components and the mounting is metal, but on the whole it's a really good quality plastic, and I really don't think I'm ever going to have a problem with it. I've had it for a little while now, and it simply is, the quality of it is held up, and I'm really happy with it. It has this really nice focus ring that really you can get to grips with, and it has a really nice smooth movement to it, and that is really a nice thing. On the side here we've got a focus limiter, which gives us an option between full range, anything from infinity to 1/2 meter, and then the final option is between, which is for when you're close in, is for between 0.3 of a meter and 0.5 of a meter, and that's going to be what you're using if you're really getting in close, because it is quite a big range that this lens will focus on, so that is really going to help you out. It also has the autofocus manual focus switch, and the last thing is the stabilizer, which we'll talk about in a minute. Okay, so some facts and figures for this lens is it has a 2.8 aperture that has 9 aperture blades, and that's going to give you a real beautiful bokeh blurred background on your images. And I've always been really happy with the bokeh that it produces. It really does do good quality bokeh. It also has a UD lens element, which gives it it's ultra high quality glass, and chromatic aberration is pretty much non-existent in this lens. Vignetting is also not too much of a problem, even when shot wide open, and it's 100mm, so you're gonna get, that's not gonna be a problem for you. And if it is, we can always just remove it very simply in Photoshop afterwards. Vignette is really something I don't worry about in my lenses. It also has water resistance and dust resistance, and that's provided by the construction and this rubber ring that goes around the mount. And I've always been happy with that. I've not had any problems with dust or water getting into the lens. It's also got the standard silent focus that most Canon lenses have, and that's, again, it's a bit louder probably than some of the other L lenses, but it's still pretty good, and it isn't going to bother you in any way. Canon also do a non-L version of the 100mm macro, and that's also a 2.8 aperture, so it really is in direct competition with this lens. However, you're asking why would you then buy this lens, because that other one is actually a really good lens as well. But this one has, the difference is that it has the image stabilization, and it really is an excellent system of stabilization. It's they call it a hybrid system, and what this does is, as well as adjusting for the normal angular movement that most stabilization systems correct, it also corrects for shift, which is important when you're close in with macro and getting those things close in and handheld. And it really does make shooting macro images handheld a reality. This lens is also offering pretty good value because not only can you take macro shots, but you can also, I use it for all my still life work and product photography, and it really is a fantastic lens for that. It's so sharp, so clear, there's no chromatic aberration like I said, and it really is just superb for your studio type work in that respect. The kicker though, which makes it even better, is it actually doubles as an excellent portrait lens, and I've used this for weddings and other portrait work, and it is simply excellent. And with that 2.8 aperture at 100mm, you really are getting some nice background blur, and the bokeh is excellent quality. It really is a nice lens for using for portrait work, and with the stabilization you can really get into some low light situations and still come out the other side with some excellent images. So it really is a good value lens because it covers so many aspects of photography that you're going to be using. The cost at the moment, it comes in at around £600 in the UK and about $850 in the US, and that's only, it's sort of a couple of £100 more expensive than the non-L version, but I really think it's going to be worth your while saving up the extra and getting this lens, because once you've got it for life, and you'll never need another macro lens again because it's that good, and with that stabilization it really is offering you an awful lot. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Please give it the thumbs up if you liked it, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, do whatever you need to do to keep up with all the First Man photography as and when it comes out. I'm Adam, this is First Man Photography, out.